Video rental stores were pretty great. Instead of paying full price for a movie, you can just spend less money to rent one instead. We've got red boxes nowadays, but I don't know, they just don't feel the same.
I never had the opportunity to step foot inside a Blockbuster, though. That would have been a fun story.
They often had video games as well, and it really gave me the chance to either try out games you didn't have the money for, or games you weren't too sure about. I think that publishers thought it would hurt game sales, but it was usually the opposite for me. I would eventually go on and buy rentals that I really liked, such as Mario Kart Wii, Zelda Twilight Princess, and Super Paper Mario. I rented LEGO Star Wars 2 so many times as a kid, it probably would have been cheaper to just buy it outright. Now, of course, there were plenty of weird games I played as a kid. I remember some Digimon game I played once that my dad told me was Pokémon. Some Metabots game that seems like Custom Robo in hindsight. I rented Mod Nation Racers once, so that was a weird time.
But easily the game that I only rented once that left the biggest impression on me was Pokémon Channel. Not because I really love the game or anything, but just because of how weird the idea was.
What do kids like nowadays? Watching TV. But we already have a TV show. No. We make a game about watching TV. Like, dude, that's so bizarre, just on paper. I only rented Pokémon Channel once as a kid, but there was just something about it that never left my head. I couldn't tell you much about those other weird games I mentioned, but Pokémon Channel was so vividly etched into my memory after just one playthrough. And yet, I still couldn't remember much about it. Like, this core concept was engraved into my brain, but I couldn't remember a single thing about it otherwise. I almost thought it was a weird dream I had as a kid, but it's actually a real video game. I think I first played it in like 2006 or 2007, and while I never seeked out playing it again, the back of my head was always morbidly curious. I guess that's reason enough for my slightly less impressionable adult brain to play it. Magnemite's deliver a TV to your house, and for some reason, Professor Oak has chosen you as a test subject for the new Pokémon channel that shows various Pokémon-themed programs. Basically, Oak is just like, here's a TV. Now shut up and watch your anime like a good boy. Not that kind of anime. Like, the game starts out by watching you watch part of an anime episode. Okay then. It's called Pichu Bros and Pody Panic, which is a full-length TV episode, surprisingly enough. You only see part of it right now, with the later parts getting unlocked periodically throughout the game. But this thing is apparently copyrighted, so I'm only showing screenshots just to be safe. It stars two Pichu that one can only assume are brothers, and they're trying to get an invitation at the party that Meowth is throwing. Like, the Meowth. Like the talking one from Team Rocket. That one. All the voice actors reprised their roles for all the Pokemon and characters featured, which is honestly pretty cool. It looks like a normal Pokemon anime episode too. I wouldn't be surprised if it was made by the same studio. The video quality is pretty good as well. You can tell it's a bit compressed at times, but this is a full-length anime episode that they just put in a video game instead of airing it on TV. So the Pichu brothers get into shenanigans trying to get invited to Meowth's party and murdering a Houndour in the process, while Meowth is stressing out preparing for it. They eventually get an invitation, but they just have to be good Samaritans and give their invitation to an artist to the lost theirs. Idiots. But it's okay, because their invitations just arrived late, and then they get blown away by the wind. Good job, Azumarill. They MacGyver their way up to get them, and they actually make it. That's weirdly resourceful. Good for you guys. While everyone walks into the concert room, it transitions to this jarringly out-of-place CG. It was probably cheaper to do it like this, but wait a minute. What the hell? Is this that one Gamecube Space War demo? It's nowhere near the same, but there's no way this isn't what that demo ended up as. Honestly, this is probably more interesting than the concert itself. Meowth just runs around and sings about the party that everyone's at. Jesse and James have voiceovers too. That's kinda neat. Then it ends with fireworks. The end.
The cartoon is honestly alright. It's the average Pokemon-only special, and has pretty much no dialogue other than some narration. But for what it's worth, it'd be a pretty okay watch if I saw it on TV or something.
I forgot that I'm talking about a video game. After a short control tutorial, a Pikachu, Trico, and Torchic come knocking on your door, so, naturally, you open the door to these random-ass wild Pokemon. The Trico and Torchic get scared and run away, but the Pikachu seems to take a liking to you, so you just keep him. You even get to name him later. I called him Bulbasaur. I don't know why, I just thought it'd be funny. So you and Pikachu just mostly sit around and watch TV and send feedback to Professor Oak about them. That's basically what this game is. You don't have every channel at first, as you unlock new ones periodically as you come back and play this game every day. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this to be a daily game. This is the kind of game you play for about 30 minutes to an hour every day, and you come back the next with new stuff to do. You can go back and change the system clock, but I didn't because it kind of feels like cheating. It's like doing that with Animal Crossing. It just feels disingenuous. But I don't know, the game is weirdly relaxing. It might just be because you can't play it for long periods, but this is just a chill game about hanging out with a Pikachu. Pokemon Channel is pretty much a spiritual successor to Hey You Pikachu, except this one actually works. The TV is the main attraction, so let's go over the different channels you can watch. All the shows are hosted by Pokemon, and as such, they all talk like they do in the anime, but with subtitles over them. Except Meowth, he talks.
And there you have it. That that ends my report from the scene.
I don't know, having subtitled Pokemon speak is weird, but kinda cool at the same time. It's charming in its own odd way. Pikachu has a bad habit of standing in front of the TV, but you can luckily zoom in and make it full screen instead. First up is the Pokemon News Flash. It's a site telling you random events going on as you progress through the game. Meowth will sometimes come along and do some on-the-scene reports and interview various Pokemon. Man, this Raichu is an asshole. This is the news, what else is there to really say? Although after the game ends, it's just always Psyduck sleeping at his desk, which I think is hilarious. Hey, wait, what are you doing? Oh my god, you stupid Bulbasaur, stop that. This thing's expensive. I do have to admit, it can be kind of fun to watch Pikachu do weird crap sometimes. This Pikachu almost feels like a cat, he has so many weird habits. Although, if he could stop breaking the TV, that'd be great, you little Next up is Smoochum Shape Up. Is this how Pikachu lost so much weight? I mean, good for you, but this is so weird. Like, just look at this. You haven't lived until you've seen a Pikachu literally worshipping a television. Smoochum... No, please no. Get out of that position. I feel like I'm breaking some kind of law watching this. Yeah, this is tough for me too, buddy. If you know basic Pokemon knowledge, then you'd be incredible at Quiz Wobbuffet. Contestants answer variations of, "Who's that Pokemon?" Sorry I had to say it like that. It's really easy, but I'd imagine it's so kids can participate. The thing that gets me is how bad the contestants are. Like, I wonder what this giraffe-looking figure could possibly be. Geodude.
Bitch, what?
Or literally, the next question, what could this be? Sandshrew.
It's literally saying the answer, dumbass.
At least we get to hear Natu's amazing cry periodically. Can that just replace the in-game cry? It can be kind of annoying hearing Wobbuffet so much, but it's not too big of a deal. 2 times per showing, you have an opportunity to answer a question yourself and earn some money in the process. It pays pretty good too. I wish I could make 50 bucks just by answering some easy-ass questions every few minutes. Shopping at Squirtle is where we'd be spending the money you get from quiz shows. It's just like, hey kids, buy stuff. It's funny how accurate this is as actual shopping channels. They show you the product from multiple angles, interview a satisfied customer, and then shove the price in your face. You can buy collectible nice cards, dolls to place in a room, new TVs and decorations. This channel weirdly makes this a bit of a collection game. Although what kills the collection aspect is that some stuff can't be swapped out at will. If you want to change logbooks, picture frames, or wallpapers, you have to buy a new one instead of just swapping them out in a menu or something. It's dumb. Regardless of what you buy, you'll have to wait 12 hours of real time for them to be delivered to your house. Sweet bird Jesus, 12-hour delivery in 2003? What kind of utopia is this place? Can I pronounce Delibird as my new lord and savior? Never thought I'd be saying that. I'd hate to be these employees though. I don't need my stupid holographic codes that quickly. From then on, you unlock new channels day by day as you watch each program once. They're pretty straightforward from here on out. A weather channel, a daily fortune, quiz where you guess how many oddities will be on screen. Wait, odd one out? How about just not getting this pun? That's pretty great. There's one where Smoochum invades your privacy by broadcasting all your secrets, basically just a stat screen. The one where you watch an egg hatch is kinda weird. You guess what'll come out of it, and if you get it right, you get some money. It's kinda neat, but with how long you have to wait at times, it's nowhere near worth it. My favorite channel idea-wise is the Mareep Farm. You just listen to relaxing music and count Mareep. It's a really neat idea. You unlock this Smeargle statue that lets you take colorless screenshots of the shows you watch and let you doodle all over them. You can keep your most recent in a picture frame in your room for all the you to see. I misclicked on this thing once and sold a blank canvas for 50 bucks. Considering all the weird stuff that gets sold on eBay, this is weirdly realistic. But anyway, using this deep-fried meme generator, you have Smeargle critique them in his art gallery show. Man, am I glad this game came out in 2003. The internet would have ruined this feature in a day. Just look at Ultra Sun and Moon. The TV shows themselves are alright, I guess. They're entertaining enough for what they are, but you won't end up watching most of these more than once or twice. But surprisingly, there is stuff to do other than watch TV. You can play with the Pokemon Mini emulator, and yeah, this was an actual thing in the early 2000s. They're basically these short mini-games that are all Pokemon themed. There's 6 of them in Pokemon Channel, but I couldn't find any other than the one you get from the beginning, which is only available in Pokemon Channel. Outside the TV, the game is basically a point-and-click adventure game. You can roam around and talk to a few Pokemon outside your house and get more nice cards. After answering their quiz questions first. Wow, imagine that in real life.
Hey man, how's it going? What's my favorite instrument? What? I said, what is my favorite instrument? I don't know. The banjo? Lucky guess. Take this Pokemon card.
You can buy bus passes to 3 more areas, but it's basically the same thing. You walk around and talk to Pokemon, and they give you stuff. The beach is the weirdest one. There's a fishing minigame, kind of, and the fish you catch ask you the same quiz questions, and you just toss them back in the ocean, I guess. This game's weird. So we go through this gameplay loop of watching new shows, getting money, and buying stuff for a few days, until one day the news channel comes on immediately. This Magnemite is really bad at his job, and he dropped the 5th port of Pichu Bros, so you have to go and find it. You go to Mount Snowfall, and there's a Gango on the way. So, you go back to your house in the Springleaf Field and get a ball out of a hole for a Duskull, so he can give you his lamp that scares away Gengar. Yeah, sure, that makes sense. And then there's this really spooky temple that's this total mood shift. But you just turn on 2 lamps, answer a true or false question, and congrats, you beat the game. How the hell did this DVD end up in this temple anyway? It was in the field when Magnemite dropped it. How did it end up all the way over here? Whatever. You come back the next day and Jirachi's like, hey dude, what's up? Here's the unskippable 20-minute credits. In the European and Australian versions, you get this Jirachi if you have a copy of Ruby or Sapphire, which is such BS for the rest of the world. I think I've only ever had like 1 legit Jirachi that distribute this guy so little. There's some weirder functionality to this game, but it's apparently just more stuff to paint with a Smeagol statue. Not really worth all the hassle if you ask me. The music in this game, though, the music in this game is so good. Why does no one ever talk about it? Even with underrated soundtracks, you can still find at least 1 good rip of it on YouTube. And that's true here, but there's only one. This god among men right here has the only playlist I could find that doesn't suck. God bless this man/woman. There's only like 1 extended track that I can find too. Cobalt Coast, Outdoors, The Egg Channel, and Elite Form are just such good pieces of music. And the song that plays when you're in your room without the TV on is honestly one of the nicest tracks I've ever heard in a video game. It's borderline criminal how underappreciated this soundtrack is. I was going to put up other Pokemon tracks for most of this video, but that almost feels wrong with how good Pokemon Channel's music is. Seriously, stop watching my stupid video and go listen to this stuff. It's great. Despite Pokemon Channel sounding really boring and weird, I honestly had a fun time with it. It's hard to describe, the game is just a surprisingly chill time. This is a game where we hang out with a Pikachu watching weird TV shows while listening to really nice music. If that doesn't at least sound like a chill evening, then I don't know what to tell you. I really enjoy this game for what it is. But at the same time, this isn't really a game I'd recommend playing. Like, yeah, I enjoyed it, but you're much better off playing something else to get a similar chill game you come back to every day. Like, just look at Animal Crossing. This game took me about 4 hours to finish over the course of a week, and that's pretty much all the content this game has. There isn't much reason to come back afterwards either. It's just more collecting and quiz shows.
Although, if you're a Pokemon fan just looking for a weird, cheap game to play for a few days, check this one out. You might really enjoy yourself.
I think this game could work really well as an indie game. The game's relaxing and all, but if someone really doubled down on that weird, surreal factor, this could be something really cool. If some random indie dev made an obscure game like this for around $10, I could easily see it getting a cult following.
And I say indie because EA or Activision would probably turn the shopping channel into real-time microtransactions, as if those things weren't bad enough already.
But Pokemon Channel itself is an objectively average game that just aged weirdly well because of this strange and unique premise. It's something that Pokemon fans like myself might enjoy for a few days, but not much more than that. And for how cheap this game is nowadays, that's fine by me. This has been Flame Guy.
And there you have it. That ends my
Review
from the scene.
Take care, and I'll see you all next mission.